Good morning. God, just woken up and found out everyone's left us here, but the anchorage has been abandoned. All the boats that were here obviously got up, and now that, well, it's time for us to go as well, isn't it?
Sure is.
Sure is.
You want me to turn the boat a little bit? Anchor's coming out this way. Ready?
Oh, I'm so glad that Meltemi has eased off a little bit. I wouldn't even say it was like super strong, but I mean, we had about 30 knots in the anchorage, but that was just a gust. So we had more, probably 20 knots, 15 to 20 knots. We went for a walk yesterday and you could really see when like we're up on one of the hilltops, you know, the views were beautiful around the entire area, but you could see how windy it was, and you could feel how windy it was, because once you're up there, then like there's no protection. So yeah, just white caps everywhere. People were getting sandblasted at the beach, like it was very windy. However, it made us realize that even though the anchorage was pretty rolly, it was actually very well protected from the wind, relatively speaking. So that kind of changed my perspective a little bit, because I was like, why did we choose this rolly anchorage to wait out the Meltemi? Well, actually, it was really a good choice, and it was, we could go ashore and still keep an eye on the boat, which was also an advantage. So anyway, this behind me, this island that we've just spent a few days at waiting out the Meltemi is called, hang on, I keep getting it wrong, Kufanisi, and it is a beautiful holiday resort. Okay, all right, time to get the sail up. Enough chatting, more sailing.
I'm Terysa, this is Nick, and this is Ruby Rose 2, our floating home. If you want early access and ad-free videos, plus loads of other benefits, please consider joining our Patreon community. And for additional lifestyle and technical content, including exclusive podcasts, sign up to our Substack newsletter. Otherwise, please consider subscribing to our channel and leave a comment, because we love to hear from you. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoy this episode.
Yeah, it's very much hoping we can actually sail today. The last few journeys have been basically just motoring into sometimes quite strong winds. But we've waited until we get a forecast that will hopefully allow us to have a sailing angle. Fingers crossed. I think there's not quite enough heli on the mate. Okay, that's fine. And this way we'll be moving anyway. Alright, what do you want to do? Second read?
Yeah.
Alright.
No, we did ready 3
I'm ready. Can you see it?
Yeah.
I can't see the block anymore.
I can, it's okay.
Okay.
And keep going.
Okay, you've got a riding pen in your mate, by the way.
I think that's about good, actually.
Alright. We just need to pull through the third reefing line. I'll do it if you want. See, it's all tangled around here, Nick. Okay. Be careful. Well done, babe.
Still jam somewhere, but I can't.
As long as it's not flapping around, we can sort it out.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Sheesh. At least we got some wind. Jeez, the swell out here is big today. No wonder we had swell in that anchorage. It's blowing about 25, what is it? About 25 knots gusting, more like 28. Haven't seen higher than that yet. We tried to put the jib out before, but we didn't realize how windy it was. It was the moment that the winds just accelerated massively. So we furled it away and reefed the main instead, because that was more urgent. We're just waiting to see how the wind settles once we're out of the lee of Naxos, which is behind me there. But I can see the batten pocket is open and the string is hanging out, and I'm very much hoping we haven't lost our batten. That will be annoying in the jib. Swell's huge. I mean, not huge, but it's way bigger than I was expecting. And it's pretty, yeah, I thought we'd have like a nice little kind of on the beam sail, and it's pretty rolly. But at least we're on the move. So that's good. It's actually quite fun. 1 minute it is 25-30 knots, the next minute it's 4 knots. So we went from being heavily reefed down to filling the jib and turning the engines on. Crazy. Feeling very windswept. Just going past this island here. Don't know what it's called. I think it's uninhabited. And we're still 8 miles away from pretty much our anchorage. As we're going past this island, we got some fairly gusty winds, 28 knots I think, but it seems to be easing off a little bit. Yeah, the weather today is very windy. It's actually quite chilly. Probably because it's so, yeah, it's cold, right? Yeah.
I'm going to have to stop playing Bob Dylan, you know.
That's what I heard from me.
That's why I've stopped playing Bob Dylan. I keep thinking I can hear beeping.
Ah.
It's Bob Dylan playing a bloody harmonica. I'm like, where is that beeping coming from? And it's shot from the storm. I'm
Why is that?
Yeah,
Is that the radio?
I know. I'm like, is it the oven? That's the oven or something.
Oh man. Well, we're an hour away. Yeah, it's been a bit of a mad day so far. Hopefully all the excitement's behind us.
Check to see if you can see the strop on the water tree.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for now. Just give me a sec. Yeah, there are strops.
I don't know what the Italian boat is doing, so I should really give them, let them fuck about first, over.
Yeah, just hang back, babe. There's like at least 5 buoys available, so just hang well back.
I can't see anything, love. I can't see where the boys are, so.
Wherever you want, Nick. You can, there's one just here. Okay. Okay, whoa, stop. Go to starboard if you can, okay? Try and face into the wind, okay? So you can control this. Thank you so much. No, we're
You know, what a bollocks of a mooring that was. God almighty. She's gone to get the boat hook. Literally, I can't see the buoys beneath me. And I can't hear what she's saying, so there's complete inability to communicate. There's just too much wind. So yeah, thankfully a guy from the boat next door that anchored up before us just jumped in and swam over to us with and took our line and put it through the eye. But yeah, it's we would have got it eventually, but that was a massive pain in the ass. And yeah, poor Terysa, she's yelling at me, but I can't hear what she's saying. What lava that was?
No.
You alright? I'm gonna give you one of the big lines, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, we are tied on. It wasn't pretty at all, but we got there. And at least we gave everyone some decent entertainment. Nick and I need to do a debrief. So, well, I think where it all went like really tits up was when I lost the boat. And okay, first question. Once the boat hook is like hooked and is under tension, is there any way to release the boat hook?
No.
Yeah. So I picked up the buoy and then I think the wind caught us on the beam and you just couldn't bring the boat around.
Let me give you my perspective. The problem that we had, which is, I don't even know how we would address it because of the situation. I cannot hear I literally can't hear or see anything. I don't know where the buoys are. I could hear a buoy somewhere under the boat, and no matter what you think you're screaming at me, I'm getting none of it. You're not pointing out where the buoys are because there's multiple buoys and you can't point them all out. There was no clear communication between us.
I think there was another problem. We should have hung right back and let this Italian boat sort themselves out first. We're right on their heels. I know. And we didn't approach this buoy that we actually ended up on the way that we should have done.
Yeah,
we were very rushed and we didn't line ourselves up properly.
That's true.
Which means that it wasn't about not knowing where the buoys were, although I agree, once we lost control of the boat, we were running over buoys left, right, and centre. But the initial problem, none of that would have mattered if we'd actually lined ourselves up to the buoy properly. Because once we're lined up and we both know the plan, we don't need to be communicating. We do it all with hand signals.
No, it's true.
And then I did actually pick up the buoy that we're aiming for, but because maybe I shouldn't have gone for it, but I thought I had time to pick it up and get it over the port cleat, so that at least we're attached. That was my plan, just to get it on the port cleat. But the wind hit the side of the boat and the boat got pulled out of my hand.
Look, you're right. I should have waited for that Italian boat to tie up.
Yeah.
We rushed the approach and didn't come at it.
And there was no need to because there was plenty of buoys. And what we should have done was taken the outside buoy, actually.
I know. Well, we're here. Look, yes.
Lesson learned.
Yeah, the letter was let someone else tie up. Otherwise, it just panics you.
Exactly.
We're done. Well done, everybody.
Well done, everyone. Especially well done. I think he's a German guy that literally dove into the water and took my line.
No, it's the Italian guy. It's the guy in the Italian boat.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Did you tell everyone what happened? Did you tell people what happened?
Which is fun.
Well, we did f*** up. Let's face facts. I filmed it all on the Osmo, but it was just facing, I think, one. I don't actually even know what you were and weren't able to see. I hope you saw us pick up the buoy to begin with off the port bow, and because, as I said to Nick just now, because we're getting blown off, unfortunately, I made the mistake. Well, not the mistake, but I made the judgment to pick up the buoy with the strop. And as soon as we started drifting away from the buoy and the strop was under tension, I couldn't release the boat hook, even though I could see exactly what was happening. And Nick, because the wind caught us, he wasn't able to turn the boat and take that tension off. So we lost the boat hook very early on in the proceedings. So that pissed me off massively. And then it was going to be a matter of trying to pick up a buoy with a mooring line. So my next plan was to kind of loop a mooring line around one of the mooring balls and just essentially kind of secure us that way which is kind of a technique that you can do when you're single-handed and pick up a buoy. You can kind of reverse onto the buoy and just like loop a line around the actual buoy itself, and then you've got, once you're kind of attached, then you've got time to kind of get yourself sorted properly. So that was my plan, but because, as Nick said, there were several buoys kind of amongst us, the buoys actually laid very close together, and we kept on hitting buoys, running over buoys, reversing onto buoys, and obviously the last thing that we needed at that moment was to get a mooring line caught in our prop. That really confused the situation, so Nick kind of wasn't able to fully focus, and because the plan changed very rapidly from let's pick up a buoy the way we normally do it to, oh shit, no, I've got a mooring line and we're going to try and pick it up that way, then yeah, the communication obviously suffered a little bit there. Thankfully, the Italian boat who were coming into the anchorage just in front of us, they obviously the entire anchorage saw what was happening, gave them plenty of entertainment, and he, bless him, jumped into the water. And actually, I was able to throw him one of our mooring lines, and he was able to get it back up to me. And we were able to secure ourselves that way. And then the next step was me jumping into the water and swimming after our bloody boat hook, which is the third time I've done that since taking delivery of this boat, especially in 20 knots of wind. Getting back to the boat was pretty tiring. And then since I was in the water anyway, I took the mooring lines and looped them through the pennant. But yeah, that was all a bit hectic, a bit too hectic for my liking. Yeah, as I said to Nick, well, you heard the debrief, so you know where we can improve for next time. Lessons learned. We've been sailing a long time, and yet we still make these stupid mistakes. Everyone does. And I'm just glad that, you know, someone was able to come to our rescue and help us out. We really, really appreciate that. And you know, we would have done the same thing if the situation were reversed. They could see that we'd lost our boat hook, and they could see that we were struggling. So yeah, very grateful to the other sailor in this anchorage who came to lend us a hand.
There we've got like a boat 3 meters off our stern and another boat 5 meters off our starboard stern. Always disconcerting. These guys came in just a little bit too late. It is rammed full.
There's another boat coming.
Conspicuous. We've just ordered, and there's no menu. The girl here whose family live here, she just told us what they have. So we've ordered a lot of food.
I didn't really eat today. I've literally eaten.
You're hungry, are you?
Well, what have we eaten today?
Nothing. It's just such a crazy place. I'm really interested to. Oh, I'm just looking forward to the food. It doesn't even matter what it tastes like. It's just the experience.
Honestly, it's one of the most random places I've ever been to. It is. It's just like literally, there's nothing but rocks here. So it's literally, it's like someone put a Greek restaurant on the moon.
Well, this island's completely uninhabited apart from this one family that live here who've laid down a genius business strategy, laid down mooring balls. They've built this taverna, which I'm presuming is adjacent to their home.
Out of rocks.
Out of rock, yeah, exactly. What an incredible place. There's only one family that live on this island, They've been here for generations. Amazing. You can see the anchorage from here. So fascinating. Absolutely fascinating.